All right, workshop 5 is doing Bible studies differently. Oh, please. If you're leading youth group Bible studies, burn the handout. Throw it away. Do not sit down and have it smell like school, look like school, and feel like school because the kids aren't excited about that. So if you hand them a piece of paper front and back that's got 22 questions on the Bible that we're going to study today, well, when they get to question 19, their mind is thinking, we can almost play basketball. We can almost do floor hockey. We're almost out of the sentence of being in Bible study. That's what their kids are thinking. And then some kid, some poor schmuck, raises his hand and goes, Pastor, I have a follow-up question on number 19. What do the other kids think of that kid? Oh! They're so upset. I was that kid getting upset at other kids when I was in grade school. And I became a pastor. Oh. This is what we're doing to our kids. So throw away the handout. Round table. Round table discussion about Jesus. How do we do it in our church? Our kids know we're talking an hour on Jesus. From 6:30 to 7:30 as they come over for Bible study at my house. We are talking for an hour on Jesus. And let me tell you, we have to force the kids to stop having Bible study after an hour so I can get to the game mixer activity that I prepared because they're so vested in this. And the reason why is not that I'm a great Bible study reader. It's not about me. We're getting them in the driver's seat. It's youth-led, youth-driven Bible studies. Let me explain. Make God's Word not like school. Oh, please. And if you throw away the handout and you sit in a round table, it already does that. Allow the young people to put their hands on the wheel without being in the car alone. The reason a kid can learn how to drive a car is because they practice. But you've got the driver's ed instructor who's got a brake, who go, oh man, you're going to kill me. Or they can yank the wheel and put it back on the road. Same thing with a Bible study leader here. They've got the brake to go, whoa, we shouldn't talk about that. Or you're going the wrong way, we shouldn't go. But you know what? You just started talking about this. I don't have passages for that right now. Can we talk on that next month or next week? Yeah, that's now they're vested for next week. All right, let's go back to Paul here again. How does that deal with, and you throw it back out to them. What you do with the roundtable Bible study discussion with the kids is you show them a video and you get it out there to them and they start talking. What does that mean to you? How does this apply to you in your life? And someone might go, well, what about this? And that, yeah. Jill, that is an awesome question. How would you respond to Jill? You don't answer it. You let them talk in their faith. Them struggle with it. But you know the topic. So you've got 3 passages, 4 passages that you're leading them to, like a driver's ed instructor does. In 3 blocks, we're turning right. All right, we've got about 3 more minutes on this. And then I want you to look up Romans this. And you guide them into that passage. Now, how does this passage that God inspired Paul to write down, how does that answer Jill's question? Oh, man. And all of a sudden they start talking. They're vested the entire time. And again, I said before about that girl that came to our youth group and we talked body image stuff. I showed the Dove video sketch. Have you seen that video? 66 million views. I showed that with the kids a couple weeks as we did Bible study at our church. And so basically what it is 2 women are in a back room hanging out, getting friendly with each other. They walk in, all right, to the room, and there's a guy sitting at a table, and there's a drape. And she sits in the chair, and all of a sudden he starts saying, describe your hair to me. What does it look like? What does your nose look like? What does your cheeks look like? He was a sketch artist. And of course she goes, my nose is really huge, and so there's a little crook at the end of it, and my, I kind of a rounder, fatter face, and my hair's receding here, and when you look in the mirror, we're pretty self-deprecating, aren't we? We are tough on ourselves. And then she leaves. He sketched her as she described herself. She leaves. The other girl comes in. She sits down in the chair. She doesn't know what's going on. He says, hey, you were really friendly with that girl before. Can you describe her for me? What was her nose like? Oh, she has a cute little button nose. You know? When she smiled, her light, she just lit up. She had lots of wrinkles on her forehead. No, I didn't really notice at all. No, she just had this light in her eyes. And then he sketched her as she described her. And then they put these 2 portraits side by side and drew the women in and had them look at the portraits. And on the one side, you could see they're the same person basically, but on the one side, it was someone who was sad and beaten down and frumpy and frustrated with themselves. And the other way is how the world and everyone else sees them. It is an emotional, powerful video. And we watched that video. And then we went and talked on, how do you see yourself? How is the devil going to use that against you? Girls, guys are going to sniff out that you've got body image, and they realize all I got to do is say, you're beautiful. Oh, you're gorgeous. And you're going to fall into them, and then they're going to say, well, you know, I'm the only one who knows that about you, so show your love to me, prove your love to me sexually. But you don't want to lose that one person who's been saying how beautiful you are because you don't see the beauty in you. See how guys will use this against you. Look at this passage. Let's talk. Oh, powerful stuff. And that's where that girl, at the end of it, came back and said, I got to tell you something in my life that happened. Because they were engaged. They were in God's Word. They were handling it themselves. And it makes all the difference. That is youth-driven Bible studies. Get the young people talking. Get them talking. Don't talk to them. Let them talk. Redirect back into them. Have them own it so that I believe what I believe so that I believe it. All right? Huge. Purpose of the Bible study leader is involve, not inform. You want to involve the kids who's not talking, draw them in. Listen. Don't lecture. Man, that's a great point. Man, that is really difficult. How do you deal with that? Like, I'm out of this. I'm too old, man. How do you deal with that? Has anybody else felt that way? How do you deal with it? How do your friends deal with it? And you just redirect back into them. Direct rather than dictate. Oh, it makes all the difference. Guiding them into those 3 or 4 passages that you have prepared in advance. I already gave you the personal testimony.